students. Today we will be discussing about business in detail. In the last video we had seen meaning and differences between business professional employment. Now let us go into detail of business activity. Meaning of business is nothing but, again I will be repeating here, that is production or procurement of goods and services for the purpose of selling into the market to earn profits and to satisfy human needs. Few things I am adding here. Business is all about production or procurement of goods and services. Okay, production means again goods are produced, goods are purchased and sold into the market. What is the purpose here? One purpose is that from buying and selling, what is earned, money is earned. That is, profit has to be earned. Every businessman is doing business for the purpose of profit. So production and sale of goods and services is done to earn profits. Secondly, it is done to satisfy human needs. Various human beings, people have needs, that is you can say to live a life, different needs are there. Clothes is required, or people require education, or people require food or footwears or your stationery. Different needs are there of the human beings. Business people, by doing business, they are satisfying your needs. They are providing you different products. You can buy those products from the market and you can consume them, or you can use those products and fulfill your needs. Okay, so that is the definition you can say of the business. Now, little bit I tell you here. There is a meaning of business and there is a definition of business. What is the difference between meaning and definition? Meaning is nothing but the simple meaning of anything. What does any concept mean? Okay, whereas definition means lines quoted by somebody, given by somebody. I'll give you one example. For example, what is peace? What is peace? Peace means shanti. Yes, simple. What is peace? Stability of mind, relaxing. You can say like that. But Gandhiji, Mahatma Gandhiji has quoted one line on peace. Okay, he has said something about peace. So what you will call that? It is a definition provided by Mahatma Gandhi of peace, you can say. Likewise, many concepts are there of which we will give you meaning and definition. Definition is nothing but some authors or some educationists, they have given their own meaning of the words that you will call as definition of the concepts. Okay, so both way question can be asked in the examination. They may ask you for 2 marks. Give the meaning of business. That time simply you need to write business means production and sale of goods and services for the purpose of earning profits. And if they are asking define business, that means you need to quote a specific definition here. That means business is an economic activity which is concerned with the production or procurement and sale of goods and services for the purpose of earning profit and to satisfy human needs. Okay, some difference is there little bit. Proper definition and meaning is given in the notes. You need to by heart and prepare well. Now let us continue with the next thing. That is feature or characteristics of business. Now what all things are involved in a business activity? If you are talking about the business, what things are there? What all is involved in the business? What all is involved in every business activity, that is called as features or characteristics or nature of business. Whether it is a small business, whether it is a big business, any businessman who is doing have all these things into his business. It may be it is always an economic activity. There will always be production or procurement of goods and services. There will be sale or exchange of goods and services in every business. There will be regular dealings. There will be uncertainty of return. There will be risk and profits. These all things will be present in all types of business activity. That is the features and characteristics and nature of business. Like I always give example. If you want to tell the features of something, how you are going to tell? For example, if you want to give features of your friend, how you are going to describe? How is your friend? If you want to tell your mother how your friend looks, how you are going to describe? You will describe her hairs or his or her hairs or eyes colors or skin tone or height or name. Yes, these things are common. No? Everybody has these things, but they are different little bit. These are features. When you are giving features of or characteristics of somebody or something, you can easily explain the thing or tell about that person or that thing. Okay? Or in simple terms, features describe anything or a person, you can say that. What is the feature of this board? This is a board. I am using this board. What features you can give of this board? This board has some length and width, height, color. For what purpose we use this board for writing? These all are features. Similarly, business activity has features. These things are present in all business activity. Now, one by one, we will see what are these features. First feature is economic activity. All the business activities are economic activities. Why? Because they are related with the money. They are concerned with the money. In every business or wherever business is done, you will find that it is done to earn money, to earn profits. If in any business activity profit is not involved, money is not involved, it is not done for money, you cannot call it as business activity. If a person is doing buying and selling, not for money, but for emotion, sentiment, or to help others, you cannot say that he is doing business. I'll give an example. A person is buying notebooks from the market and he is distributing or giving those notebooks to poor people free of cost. You cannot say that he is doing business. No, because he is not earning money there. Money is not involved. So it is not a business. Whereas if a person is buying notebooks from the market and he is selling those notebooks to students and earning money there, you can call it as business activity. Yes. Now, business activity can be done on small scale and on large scale, medium scale. What does that mean? Business, if a person is starting his business, he can start it on a very small scale, on a very small size. Alone, he can sit at one place or small room he can take, and with limited equipments, limited capital, limited products, he can start his business. Or business can be done on large scale. Large scale means huge building can be constructed, too many machines, too many people can be hired. Okay, huge amount of capital can be invested, lots of products can be manufactured, lots of product can be sold to earn huge amount of profits. So like that, business can be done on small scale, small type of business can be done, it can be done on huge scale. Okay, like whatever shops you see in the market, they are small scale business. Small shops are there, one or two people working in a shop, limited in capital they invest, limited amount of profits they get, limited products they keep. Okay, if you see the Reliance company, that is a large scale business because it is spread all over India. They have many factories or industries. They are huge employees. They have lots of machineries, huge amount of raw material they buy, huge amount of product they are selling, and huge amount of profits they are earning. Okay. Next thing is production or procurement of goods and services. Production means to make the product, manufacture the product. In any business activity, two things are done. Either goods are produced or they are procured and supplied to the customer and profits are done. Okay, so wherever you go, wherever business is done, either they are manufacturing the product or they are procuring the product to sell. I'll take one example here. Like a person, sugar factory you take up. Okay, in the sugar factory, they are buying the raw material, that is sugar cane, directly from the farmers, and through a process they are converting that sugar cane into sugar. Okay, then they are supplying it to market. In the machines, they are making sugar in their factory. That is what they are doing, production. By doing the production, they are doing the business of sugar. Okay. Whereas in the market, you have small shops, kirana stores. He is also dealing in sugar, but he is not manufacturing that. What he is doing, he is buying from the factory lots of quantities of sugar, and in small quantities he is selling to you. So he is simply procuring, he is buying from the factory, storing in his place, repacking and selling you. That is procurement. Okay, so both the people are doing business. That sugar factory owner, he is also a businessman, and that person, kirana store person, he is also a businessman. Both are doing business. Okay, so there will be always production or procurement. Procurement, you can say buying or purchase of goods from somebody else. Right, only buying and storing. Okay, buying of goods from somebody else. Now, what kind of goods can be dealt here? Consumable goods, capital goods, and services. Businessman dealing. Consumable goods means whatever goods we are using every day, small or eatables, you can say. Clothes, shoes, your eateries, all these things are consumable products. Okay, these are also available into the market. Many businessmen are only selling consumable products to the consumers. Many businessmen are there who are dealing in capital goods. Capital goods means what? Machineries. Right there. So you are getting consumable goods also. Many businessmen are dealing only in this type of goods. Whatever small products which we are using, this is a consumable product I have purchased from the market. Okay. What are the capital goods? Capital goods simply means machineries. Whatever machines are used to manufacture further products, those are called as capital goods. So machineries, all types of machinery and spare parts will come under this capital goods. And services are there. Services is nothing but transportation, banking, entertainment services, ATM facilities, or your traveling facilities, travel tourism, warehousing, all those I will discuss in detail later on. But services are also there. What is the difference between goods and services? Goods can be seen and touched, services cannot be seen and touched. We had discussed earlier in basic terms. Okay. So these types of goods and services, all businessmen deal in. They may sell consumable goods, they may sell capital goods. Some businessmen sell only services. Next thing is sale or exchange of goods and services. In every business activity, there will be sale or exchange of goods and services for value, for price. Whatever products businessmen dealing in, those products he makes available into the market for sale or exchange. Okay, so if a consumer want anything, he is buying it from the market and businessman is selling you. That is nothing but exchange, give and take process. No, we buy the product from the businessman or seller and we pay him the price. So that is what is called as exchange of goods and services. Always a businessman is selling his product. If any businessman is not selling, if he is whatever products he has made, he is using himself, you cannot call it a business activity. Compulsory there should be sale or exchange of products. Whatever product the businessman has purchased or produced, he need to sell to the customers in the market for some price, money, value. Then it will be called as business activity. Okay. Next thing is regular dealings. There will be always regular dealings. Business activity should happen on a continuous basis, regularly. If a businessman is selling mobiles every day, 365 days for some profit, some money, you can call it a business activity. But if a person is selling mobiles only one day, only one day he has brought the mobile from somewhere and sold to some people, you cannot say that he is doing business. No. Why? Because regular dealings is not there, continuity is not there. Same thing he is not doing every day. Once only he has purchased the product and he has sold that product. Only once. You cannot call it a business. Business should happen on daily basis, regular basis. It is a routine activity. Okay, so regular dealing should be there. It should happen every day. Next is uncertainty of return. There is an uncertainty of return. Uncertainty means not known, unknown. What is unknown here? Return is unknown. Return is nothing but the profits, income. This is not known in the business. Every businessman starts up his business, invests huge amount of capital, but he doesn't know how much exactly he is going to earn in the future profits. Whether 10 lakh, 20 lakh, 50 lakhs, 1 crore, how much? He cannot predict the amount, actual amount or actual money. No, that he doesn't know. It may be more, it may be less. Sometimes he may earn huge amount of profits, sometimes he may get losses into the business. Okay, so there is always uncertainty of return. Any kind of business you take. One day many products are sold, some other day only one or two products can be sold. Means less amount of income is or return the businessman gets. This is not known. How much amount of profits the businessman is going to earn in the future is not known or cannot be predicted, cannot be told in advance. That is the feature of every business. Next thing is risk. Risk is nothing but loss. Chance of getting loss. Losses into the business. There is always chances of getting losses into the business. A businessman cannot start his business with a idea or thinking that every year he is going to make too much amount of profit. No. 1 or 2 year he may earn huge amount of profits. Some other year he may get into losses. Why? Because various factors are there for the losses. Okay, different factors are there. Suddenly price changes into the market. Businessman may get profit, may get losses. If the prices are declining, he may get losses. If the prices of the products are increasing, he may get profits. Change in the taste and fashion of the product. If the people like his product, more profits he will get. If people doesn't like his product, again he can get losses into the business. Like that, various factors are there. Again, we will discuss those factors in detail. But various factors are there due to which suddenly a businessman can get into losses. Recently, if you talk about businessman condition, then we can say about the coronavirus. Suddenly, without knowledge or you can say any people were not doing and suddenly this disease came. What was the impact on the business? Lockdown happened, and due to that lockdown, all the businesses got shut down for many months. They are in losses because nobody is going to, their shops, or nobody is going to buy anything in the market. Due to the fear of the virus, nobody is going to buy anything directly. It has impacted the business. Because of that illness, because of that disease, businessman has got losses. That is the risk factor. All the business organizations or businesses, they have this factor. Anytime losses can arise into the business. They are not known. Last feature is profits. Profits should be there. Every businessman should conduct business activity to earn profits. If he is doing for charity or for not earning profit, then you cannot term it as business. Okay, so all the businessmen, they keep in mind that they have to earn huge amount of profit, and then they start their business activity. Now, why they think always about the profits? Because profits help the businessmen in carrying out lot of things. If the businessman want to run his factory or industry or company successfully in the future years, he need profits. If he want to expand from small scale to large scale his business, he need profits. If you want to grow, if you want to sell his product to foreign countries, he need money. And from which form he will get the money? From the profits. If he is earning huge amount of profit, he can invest that profit into his business. So because of lots of reasons for growth, success, profits are required. That is why every businessman, every business activity has important feature of profits. Profit has to be there. Profits are more important for the businessman. Wherever there is a business, profit is the utmost important factor of business. Everybody does business for profits. If you have any doubts, you can ask through your, my colleague or comments. So, the next part we will discuss in the next class.